That's St. Louis, Missouri.
There was on the one, but I wanted to be.
We're just driving to St. Louis today. This is our. We have a car full of ice buckets. I said to Thomas, it sounds like there's like a cat
You
trying
don't
to
even
escape.
need ice. Well, you've got the temperature set. About to freeze to death.
Well, you've got on my t-shirt. You should have worn a jacket. I'm getting ready to be hot. I'm trying to get myself like in. The colder you keep the air, the less you age.
Well, I look like a baby when I get out of here.
It's our anniversary today. 22 years. I wish we had written down what we thought we would be doing in 22 years. Would you love to know what we would have said?
You mean when we first got married?
Yeah. Like, what would you have thought at your 22 anniversary?
It's hard to even. Yeah.
I don't think I thought we'd have a 10-year-old.
No, I definitely didn't.
22 years, what would I have thought? I don't know what I would have thought. I didn't think. We were a little bit naive, I think. Yeah. Good morning. We are on the way to Raleigh to go to the NC State Wake Forest game. And Thomas went to the game last weekend and scared me because he said it was so hot.
I don't think it's going to be as hot today, but
You got sunburned?
oh my gosh, my whole face is peeled off since I came.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I've been walking around in court with skin flakes all over my
Are the seats cheaper if they're in the sun?
No. Actually, these are some of the better seats in there. I mean, it's noon, so everybody's in the sun.
Oh. Well, I always feel like I'm in the sun and then the people across from me are in the shade.
Well, that happens too, but not at noon, you know. Pretty much all.
We're all going to suffer together. Well, that's why I'm dressed for summer. I have on white. I really wanted to wear, I had new red corduroy pants and a white. I was going to look good, and then I couldn't. Lower your radio. What radio? We don't have on the radio. That might be in your own house. When we got married October 5th, we thought, oh, we're going to get married in the fall. It's going to be so nice. It was
the hottest day of the year.
hot.
It was 113.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It might have felt like 113.
No, really. I mean, that was what it. That was a heat index.
My mother the other day said that she was getting dressed, and I went up and I saw her in her outfit, and I said, well, you can't wear that. It was like silk, long sleeves, long skirt. And she was like, the fact that you thought I was just going to change clothes, like I had, she had this outfit she'd bought months before, and I think at Fanny's, somebody named Fanny sold clothes. It rained and sleeted and snowed October 29th when you got married in Maryland. Well, that might have been better. It was so hot, and Thomas got thrown in the Albemarle Sound.
Which is the best thing that happened.
Which I think he was secretly excited. And we left the wedding. Who took us? Who did we ride with?
No, we drove.
Oh, we drove.
Yeah.
But we forgot our food.
Yeah. But, then there was a wedding right after that had the same caterer and everything.
So we just ate a lot there. Well, Casey and Rob rode with my parents.
We were almost the last to leave. We stayed like in an inappropriate length of time there.
It was our own wedding reception.
Yeah, but you're supposed to leave, like earlier than we did. What
did your dad do at our wedding reception?
He walked people to and from their car. I think he walked like 20 miles.
That's what he did. He just walked people. Wasn't the ham episode during your wedding? No, the ham episode was before the wedding.
Yeah, that was during wedding prep, I remember.
That was wedding prep. That was terrible, my poor mother.
Your parents would come down, they really worked it then. Or we adjusted where the lights were going to be, and we had all these outdoor lights.
Oh, we did?
You remember that?
No.
And your mother would drag, put on one spot and say, no, it needs to be about 6 feet that way.
We painted. We got the paint off those windows of that office. I scraped and put stuff on the windows. It was hard work.
Your dad ordered one of those things with the mulch truck that has the conveyor belt. Remember that?
No, what was that for?
He ordered 50 yards of mulch.
Oh, really?
Remember that all those trees, going out. Those trees are huge now.
I love mulch. I think mulch looks so good. But there was never enough mulch for out there.
Yeah.
You couldn't. And mulch blows away too. You watch the PBS documentary on Edenton. You want to move there. Well, my in-laws were the stars of that show, and they did a very good job.
You thought so?
Did you not?
No, I did.
Tell Thomas his parents were so informative and charming. They were dressed in costume. Thomas's family likes to dress up. His dad had on a George Washington wig.
I think he just likes having hair.
He likes having hair. And his mother was very scripted. She had memorized what she was going to say.
She sort of sounded like a politician, reading from a teleprompter.
She did. She was looking over somewhere to read something. You need to watch it. I put up the clip for my people. Thomas's dad's white wig. They were amazing. So when I have a subscriber weekend in April 11th through the 13th, are your parents on the pilgrimage this year?
Yeah.
So my in-laws' house will be on the pilgrimage. And if you're a subscriber or a YouTube member, you get to come for the weekend and for a lot of events. And some people you can stay out at their bed and breakfast, which I would say is probably the best bang for your buck. They don't take credit cards, though. You have to mail a check ahead of time. Doreen said I could make them a really nice set of period clothing. Oh, well, they would like it. They really would like it. You used to have some of that stuff. I have a picture of you and Blair.
I still do. I saw that jacket the other
You got
day.
dolled up.
I had to put that on for something. I can't remember why. It was a parade or something. I really like wearing that.
Parade. It was always hanging in the closet. So when Thomas and I are friends at college, and he would have big parties, and I just would show up. I don't even think I was necessarily invited. And you would have the house full of those mattresses. And then later, when we were dating, I saw this stack of mattresses in the barn. How did you drag those mattresses by yourself into the house?
They were just twin-size mattresses.
But that was hard work.
It wasn't that bad.
3 flights of stairs.
I was young.
No air conditioning. So anyway, they would also scare people. So they would say, oh, walk down to the graveyard, and then people would lay in the beds and pop out at people. Is there a king-size bed at Mulberry Hill? No. No, the beds are...
There's 2 queen size.
They're queen, or there's twin. And
There are 3 queen size.
one boy was asleep in the bed, and Thomas and somebody else dressed up in those costumes. Is that what you put on, some of those costumes?
Mm-hmm.
And they stood in the corner of the room and held...
Then we just put this, looked almost like a menorah, lit the whole thing right there. And then when he woke up, I started scratching underneath the bed. He went crazy.
And he went home. He drove back to Raleigh, didn't he?
No, not that time.
I thought somebody went back to Raleigh at 3 in the morning and then just said they had to get back.
Yeah, that did happen, yeah.
We had a good friend, Josh Brewer, and Josh was there, and we had gone to Simon's house for something, and then we all got back to your house. It was real cold outside, and everybody got out of the car except Josh. He had fallen asleep. Remember, he was in the back seat.
Yeah.
He woke up.
He was about to freeze to
And
death.
he couldn't get in the house. So howdy Manning let him in. He said, y'all left me. I was
You
freezing.
locked all the doors.
And-
That's incredible to think.
I know. I don't think we've never. Thomas and I are not big door lockers. Your parents flat lock a door.
Yeah.
Yeah. The band jacket. What? Oh, my band jacket I bought. That thing's a little small. I'm gonna wear that maybe for Halloween. I was gonna try to get Amos to wear. Are you stopping for a rug? No, not in this car. We're not.
I put that rack on so you can tie one
Oh,
down.
we have. We're gonna stop. Really?
Yeah.
Well, we might. He said we could tie it down on the roof. The problem with the rug is the rugs at Ollie's are very nice. You have to Scotch guard them if they're too light. Remember that? If you take one, we need to like stop wearing shoes in the house.
I don't think that's what's damaging our rugs. I think it's the animals in the house.
Yeah, but if you get one of those real light rugs, remember how it is if you took one foot to step on
Yeah,
it.
no, like light rug.
I like a light rug though. The animals. So we're gonna spend the night up here. I hope I got our hotel reservation. And then we'll come back tomorrow. And what else? Next weekend we have all our children at home. So you better be ready to cook.
Yeah, I got some fillets and ladles.
We need to do chicken wings too. They like chicken wings. They come home though, but then they take off. So you kind of have to pin them down when they're going to all be home, because then you end up cooking and you're alone. Blair, I said to Blair, why don't you have your friends spend the night with us so we can see you? And she said, I like to spend the night at Eloise' house because it's nostalgic. She's 15. Nostalgic. So anyway, what else? We're going to go to the game, and then what are we going to do tonight for dinner?
I don't know. That would,
I like going to the Angus Barn.
I think you've got to reserve that a long way out. But, you can sit upstairs. But it would be packed.
It's too many people.
Yeah.
That's like maybe my favorite place to go. But now there are all these new, there's a Capitol Grill right in that shopping center. Remember we passed it, we were looking for food that night. Where's Amos today? So Amos is with Bailey. She used to babysit for us in high school. And now she's a grown-up and lives in Eaton. It was very nice to be on Amos duty today because Mary is in charge of the Peanut Parade band. So they're going to Nag's Head to do some stuff. Fun. So that'll be good. So he'll be busy. He was asleep when we left. You're headed to the Ohio State game. Sarah, we got to go to Ohio State game.
Yeah, I'd want to do
Let's
that.
do that next fall. My dad really wants to do that. And we could have Russell go see Ohio State. Wonder if he would want to apply there. Is it hard to get in?
I don't know. I don't have any idea.
We don't know. My grandparents went to Ohio University and my parents went to Ohio State.
The good thing about Ohio State, they've got virtually every graduate school known to man.
They really do. Vet school, dental school, optometry school. We don't have any schools in North Carolina that have all of them, which is weird.
I mean, it's a huge school. It's like
There's no optometry school in North Carolina. So anyway, and that's it. Don't wait until next fall. Your dad isn't getting younger. Well, I'll tell you, Elizabeth, that football season is about halfway through, and we have something every single weekend through Thanksgiving. So in this family, you have to put things on the calendar way in advance. College tours for juniors. Well, they are if you're organized. For some people, they're for seniors. Like me. Where would you pick to stay for the Tails weekend? So if you are a subscriber member and you want to come for the Tails weekend, I would stay at What's the place called? The inn where the table is. I can have the hardest time remembering. Inner Banks Inn. That's where I would stay. And there's 6 rooms left. Inner Banks Inn. And then there's also the captain's quarters and the Granville Queen, which are owned by a group. I think if you just look those up, it come up. But anyway, I'll put up the stuff for my people again. Carry on, subscribers. See you later.